So from my side, I collected 2 questions, how to get enough data. So basically, how to find a lot of interview partners. And the second question was how to find German people. So I think those questions I can address in the next session, where I just will really quickly show you some ideas how to get some interview partners. For this session, I have one question to you. Is there any business social network, professional network like LinkedIn in China? Is there a specific one?
Yeah.
How is it called?
It's called let me check. Does it have internet English website or not?
Okay. Well, then this is very challenging for me to present you some sources for Chinese market, but I think I can give you now some ideas how to find German interview partners. So then you could just adopt it like you did already with the survey tools, which are probably there also a lot in China. So let me share my screen. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so the question here, how to get more interview partners, how to get people who answer your survey. And there are many, due to the digital age and all the social networks, there are many creative ways how to get people. I will show you how I get those survey answers and interview partners via LinkedIn. This is more, I think you all know LinkedIn. This is a professional social network. It's growing a lot in the past years. There is specifically for German professionals, it's called Xing. Xing is in Germany, has the same size as LinkedIn. So if you're looking for some German B2B or people from specific companies, for example, from the food sector or from the telecommunication or whatever, you should go to LinkedIn and Xing. So in both networks, I think will be a lot of people which are willing to help you. Then there are some platforms like Reddit or forums. So here there is one international one, Quora, or in Germany, Gute Frage. I will go through them quickly, just writing them down. And then obviously your personal network. So your friends of friends, your organizations you're part of, your university. So just do some printed out handouts or notes in the university, or you have your sports club, whatsoever. So I think there will be always some people you can ask. So in LinkedIn, just to give you a clear example, in my current startup, we are actually approaching a lot of people asking if they can help us and if they can fill out a survey or if I can schedule an interview with them. So here you see how many people I'm contacting every day and ask them for some feedback. unfortunately, this is in German now, but for example, this is somebody who is key account manager at Giorgio Armani, because we want to approach some marketing and sales people in big international brands. And what I'm just writing to her is, hi, Caroline, can you help us with your consumer insights experience? This is something we need. Then a quick pitch what we do. So we predict the emotions and the thoughts of consumers without having to ask them. And after some first projects with big brands, we are opening up our software and need your feedback, Henrik. So then she just answered, hi, Henrik, yes, sure, I can help you. Or how can I help you? And then in the second step, I would send her, hi, Caroline, cool, let's jump on a quick feedback call, and this will be maybe half an hour, and then I can interview her, and then I can ask her the questions. And this is basically, maybe I have an English one. No, unfortunately not. But this works very well. So if you have a good pitch, so if you either you say, hey, I'm validating my very first startup, and I want to solve this problem in the world, because then your why, you describe your why. Could you just help us with filling out the survey? And then there will be at least 30% of the people who you're writing to, they will answer your survey for sure. Yeah, so I don't have any in English, but here you see that German also works in LinkedIn, not only Xing. Then, of course, each individual social network has some groups, like in Facebook, probably like in WeChat, some channels. So, for example, now if I go to Facebook, and before I had the question how to reach singles in bigger cities, you could just search for singles Frankfurt, and you can look for here for groups. You can put in here singles in Rhein-Main-Gebiet, that's the area here, and you could just join the group here. It has 5,000 members. So you could just join the group and then put a post there, or write some people in this group via private message. Hey, I'm working on a very cool, innovative, or cool solution for your dinner habits. I want to focus first on singles. Would you be willing to just fill out the survey here really quickly? Something like that. So this is in Facebook. I think the groups are pretty active. So if you're approaching, if you want to go into groups, I think Facebook is the best way. Then Quora. This is a forum where basically a lot of other people are so let's see, it's loading. Oh. Can you hear me? Yeah, should work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, Quora is basically a forum where people ask a lot of questions. So for example, I can type in here dinner. And then there are already a lot of questions in regards of dinner, which is correct. Just had dinner or just have dinner? Okay, this is something grammatical, but what did you have for dinner last night, for example? So you could just go in here, and then you can see everybody, they are even posting the picture, and you could just ask them a question via this forum, or you can just analyze their answers. if that helps you. You can obviously also ask your question in here. You can obviously also ask your question, and then you get also some answers. This is Quora, and the equivalent in Germany, it's called Gute Frage. It's basically the same thing, just in German. So if you rather want to reach some Germans, you can do that through Gute Frage. Then one thing I actually just discovered this morning. So I have not used it before, but Apinio is called. It's a startup from Hamburg, and they offer basically market research and questioning real people via app. So you can download their smartphone app and ask people, mostly in Germany, but I think they are also going worldwide now, and ask them some questions. How do they make money? Big companies pay obviously for receiving answers, but it's interesting for if you register and you actually also fill out some questions, you get some credits. And with these credits, you can ask your own questions. So so that's something I think we should have a look into. I will check it out after our class for sure, because then this is a really nice tool for getting answers for your surveys. So this is also, I will put it in the slides. You can check it out, and potentially there are some other networks like that, which will just give you many answers. Yeah. I think to sum it up, you see there are a lot of sources, and if you just do the right pitch, and if it's interesting enough for the people, then you will get a lot of people, which will help you and which will do an interview or which will do a survey. And remember, if people don't have 30 minutes to answer some questions, then either way your pitch was wrong, so it was not clear enough, or people did not really understand what you want to do with them, or the pitch you had was just not appealing to them or was not interesting enough. So basically your business idea was not appealing enough. Because if you tell if you tell somebody, I'm solving a big problem for you, and I just want to find out how to solve it, and you are in the role now to tell me how to solve it, then if those people are not willing to jump on a call with you, then that's already a sign maybe for maybe the problem is not big enough, or there's actually not enough demand for the idea. Yeah, some questions regarding that. Or was it all clear? Did it help you, or did you already know all the channels? As I said, this is mostly European German, so I guess in China there are many more channels where you can get some people.
Yes, that's cool. Because if I sent the questionnaire to some of my friends, and we always got the similar answer.
Yeah, so it's very important not to only ask your friends, right? So it's also important to get answers from real people out there which you don't know. I mean, if you do it really old school, you can go out on the street, and ask people. During Corona, that's maybe not a good idea, but yeah, it's always good to. That's why it's called get out of the building, meaning that you actually need to go outside and not only ask your roommate or your friends, but also ask people you don't know, because they will actually tell you the truth. Okay, some other question? All right, good. Then I suggest that we do now a break of 15 minutes, because after the break we will have we will discuss the minimal viable product and the customer value proposition. That will take some time. So let's do now 15 minutes. So we will start again in 3:55. So yeah, now maybe in 15 minutes. Is that okay for you?
Yeah. Time to have a cup of tea.
Yes, correct. All right, good. Then see you in 15 minutes.